Once upon a time, there was a very rich merchant who was also known for being very stingy. He would refuse to help anyone and would kick out people who asked for help. One day, an old woman came to his door, but he kicked her out and didn't let her in. His daughter, however, begged him to let her in just for one day, and he agreed. When the old woman came in, she started talking to herself and said, "A child was born today in the poorest family. This child, who has 7 siblings, will take all of this merchant's money." The merchant's daughter overheard this and told her father what she had heard. When the merchant went to look for the old woman, she was gone. So the merchant decided to search the village for a woman who had just given birth to a child and had 7 children. After some time, he found such a poor family and offered the father a large amount of money to raise the child. At first, the father refused, but after the merchant insisted, the father agreed. The merchant took the child, wrapped him in a piece of cloth, and threw him in the desert. After some time, traders passed through the area and heard a baby crying in the desert. They followed the sound and found the baby lying there. They decided to take him with them. The traders went back to the merchant and told him what they had found. The merchant said that he wanted to raise the child, but they refused. So he offered them a large amount of money, and they agreed to let him take the child. The merchant planned to get rid of the child for good. He put the baby in a barrel and threw the barrel into the river, hoping the water would carry it far away. The barrel was carried by the current until it reached another village where a man was sitting by the river. He heard the baby crying, went to the barrel, and opened it to find the child inside. The man decided to take him in and raise him as his own son. This man was a well-known sheep merchant in the village. He named the child Ahmed and raised him. As Ahmed grew up, he became strong and trustworthy. One day, the evil merchant who had thrown Ahmed in the barrel came to the same village. He sat with the man who had raised Ahmed and saw the young man sitting beside him. The merchant asked about Ahmed, and the man explained that he had found him years ago in a barrel by the river, decided to raise him, and taught him the ways of business. Now Ahmed was a young man he could rely on. The merchant was shocked when he heard the story but didn't show any reaction. Instead, he decided to use the opportunity to get rid of Ahmed. He said to Ahmed, "I have a message I need you to deliver. Can you do that?" Ahmed agreed. On his way, he met an old woman who asked him what he was carrying. Ahmed told her about the message. She asked him to open it and read it. To his surprise, the message contained an order to kill Ahmed. When Ahmed reached the house and delivered the message, the family read it. According to what was written in the message, they quickly arranged for Ahmed to marry the merchant's daughter. When the merchant returned to his village and saw Ahmed in his house, he was astonished. He asked, "How did you get here?" The family explained that they followed the instructions in the message and married Ahmed to his daughter. The merchant then read the message himself and confirmed that it wasn't what he had written. This shocked him. His plans had failed, and the result was that Ahmed, the one he tried to get rid of, had become his son-in-law. The merchant didn't stop trying to get rid of Ahmed. He came up with a new plan and said to Ahmed, "I want you to go to a distant city where my friend lives. This city is ruled by a giant snake, and it has taken some of my money. I have ships there that I haven't heard of for 3 years. Go there and find them." Ahmed couldn't refuse, so he said goodbye to his wife and set off on a journey to the mysterious city ruled by the giant snake. On his way, he passed by a large apple tree where an old woman stood. She asked him, "Where are you going, my son?" Ahmed replied, "I'm going to meet the Snake King." The woman looked at him with hope and said, "If you meet him, tell him that the apple tree here has damaged roots. I've been standing here for years, waiting for healing. Please tell him what I've said. I'm tired and want to be freed." Ahmed promised, "I will tell him if I see him," and continued his journey. During his travels, Ahmed met an old man who had been working as a ferryman on the river for 30 years. The old man asked Ahmed to ask the snake when he would be freed from his job. When Ahmed reached the castle, he met a beautiful young woman who warned him about the snake. She told him that he wasn't sent there to collect rents, but to kill him. She advised him to hide under the bed and listen to the conversation between the snake and the woman. After a while, the snake entered and asked the woman what was troubling her. The woman explained that she had dreamt of two things. In the first dream, she saw a huge apple tree with damaged roots, and if it was cut, it would reveal a hidden treasure underneath. In the second dream, she saw the old man at the river, and she asked if he would remain in his work forever. The snake replied that the old man would continue his work until another person came and took his place. This person would ride the boat, not look back, and the old man would finally be freed. Ahmed heard these secrets and decided to return home. On his way back, he first visited the old man by the river and told him that he had delivered the message to the snake. Ahmed also shared the advice he had learned. The young man told the old woman what he had learned from the snake. He explained that the old man should push the boat when the next passenger arrives and not look back. By doing this, the old man would be freed from his work. After hearing this, the old woman pushed the apple tree hard and it fell, revealing a large treasure of gold and silver hidden beneath it. The old woman was very happy, and she was finally freed. When the young man returned home after his journey, the merchant saw him and felt intense jealousy and greed when he saw all the treasures the young man had brought back. The merchant quickly rode his horse and went to the snake to ask for more treasures himself. When he reached the river, he met the old woman again on the boat. The merchant climbed onto the boat to cross the river. The old woman pushed the boat, just as the young man had told her, and let him cross without looking back. And so, the old woman was finally freed from her long task. Meanwhile, the merchant found himself stuck in the task of crossing the river, becoming a prisoner of his own greed and desire for more wealth. In the end, the young man and his wife lived happily in their house, enjoying the treasure they had found.
If you like this story, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this story, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel.